You can buy the very best in makeup, but if you're not applying it right, you're not going to be happy with the results. Using the right makeup brushes is crucial for proper application. Here to walk us through some brush basics is freelance makeup artist Karen Malcolm-Pye. Welcome, lovely to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you.
So where do you want to start?
Well, you know what? First, I just want to start talking about actual brushes. I think whenever I'm doing makeup lessons with people and going to their homes, looking through their makeup bags, what I'm noticing is that A, their brushes are not in very good condition,
right.
Or B, I'm seeing a lot of these brushes that you get in your lovely little eyeshadow compacts when you buy your eyeshadow compact. Okay. First thing I like to do is take that little brush, these little disposables, and put them in the garbage.
Okay, I want to just show our camera a little bit closer what Karen is talking
Those are
about.
our little disposable eyeshadow brushes that you actually get when you purchase an eyeshadow compact. Now, the reason why I don't like those is because they don't apply the color overly naturally, and you can't blend with them properly.
Okay.
Now, what I wanted to show is when you actually compare these disposables to a real brush, even going to a store like Walmart, these are actually at the same price point.
Oh, wow.
So why not spend the same amount of money, maybe get two of one of the actual real hair brushes, and those will actually give you a much better and much more natural blended application.
Okay, so that makes a whole lot more sense. Now let's take a look at some of the, I guess, families of brushes that you've brought in, starting with this over here.
This is the other kind of misconception, is people don't know which brushes to actually use.
Right.
So what I've done is I've broken the brushes apart, and I've kind of started with what we call our powder brushes, which is a brush that you would use all over your face.
Okay.
So if you can think about the larger head that you have on a brush, it's going to mean you are going to have a larger area to cover on your actual face.
Okay.
So you want to focus on your largest brushes to be your powder or your full face brushes. Also good for bronzers.
Bronzer, yes.
Then we have a kind of a step down, which we go into a little bit of a smaller size brush. These are our blush brushes. Now you're going to see that we do actually have a couple of different shapes. It doesn't so much matter the shape that you have for the brush. What's most important is that you're using more of a mid-sized head on the brush for your blush application. If you use something that's too big, you're going to get way too much all over your face.
Little Mrs. Roper action.
Yes.
Okay, and what are these? These are maybe foreign to a lot of people.
These two brushes right here are kind of a foundation or a camouflage brush. These are made of a synthetic material, so these are a little bit different than other eyeshadow or blush brushes in that they're made of a synthetic ingredient rather than a real hairbrush. This is what you would use for wet or cream products.
Okay.
Okay. Moving into eyeshadow brushes, again, what you want to focus on is the size of the brush. The larger the brush, the lighter the color, the smaller the head of the brush, so something kind of like this one right here, that you would use with a much darker shadow color. Because if you think about it, you always want to go on light-handed with your makeup. So if you use a really large-headed brush with a really dark, maybe a black or a carbon color, what's going to happen, you're going to get too much on too fast.
Okay. And those are also, what are those called?
These are our angle liner brushes. They're good for eyebrows. They're good for eyelining on the actual eyelid. And we have two options here. We have both a real hair and a synthetic, so it doesn't really matter which one is more your choice, what you prefer for the application. But these are really great for anything that you need that really fine technique for.
Okay, and you said when you go into people's kits, you often notice that their brushes aren't in very good shape, and a lot of that has to do with care.
Absolutely. And so what I always recommend is for somebody to have a brush cleaner with their makeup bag. You want to be cleaning your brushes regularly. I recommend about once a week. We have three options that I just brought today for brush cleaners. Basically what it does, gets the makeup off, kills the bacteria, gets them nice and clean. Maybe once a month throw your shampoo and conditioner on your brushes, give them a really good cleanse, makes them feel like butter on your skin.
So any of your brushes you can use, even the synthetic stuff you can use with shampoo and conditioner?
Absolutely.
Now, I have one final question for you regarding cleaning. I've seen some products that kind of claim to clean instantly. So you can spray it on your brush and it just somehow takes it away.
Yes.
Is that true?
What it is an alcohol base. Alcohol dries really, really quickly when you're cleaning a brush. Unfortunately, you never want to use a really high alcohol content of a brush cleaner, because that's actually going to dry out your brushes and cause them to break, and then you're not actually taking care of your brushes as well as you think you're actually doing it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
better to use one of those. How do people find you?
You can find me on my website at karenmalcolm.ca, and any makeup needs that people have, if they have questions on how to do makeup, what they want to maybe do something fresh and new in the fall, they can contact me on my website, and all my information's there.
She's the best, I promise. Information at breakfasttelevision.ca. Great
Thank
to see
you.
you.
Good
Thanks
to see
for
you
coming.
too. Thank you.